economically challenged theater of the air brings you Grace Under Pressure, the simple story of a woman alone in New York in the 90s, an age of diminished expectations.
Isn't it great when the guests go home? Isn't it fun when you're finally all alone? Kick off both your shoes and get the hoovering done, then watch the rising sun. Isn't it swell when you're on your own? Aren't you grateful it's too late to call him on the phone? Take off all your clothes and feed the cat. He said, there's no hurry, where's my hat? Wake up to the realization that you're alone, and so goes a story that's told so often. I wonder who picked up after the orgies in Rome. Ain't it great when the guests go home?
Episode 5, Pushing the Envelope.
If I lick one more of these suckers, some guaranteed first prize winner is going to receive my tongue as a free added bonus.
It's like a concept.
Of course, if it was your tongue, Norma, they could trace it back to you by the dog tag stapled to one end.
Hey, it's a free country. Sort of.
Oh, I guess the fact that your tongue has "Do Me" tattooed on it wouldn't be much help. There must be hundreds of tongues like that in the East Village alone.
You got a problem with that?
No, Norma, I have nothing against tattooing or body piercing on principle. And I will defend to my death your right to torture or disfigure yourself in any way you see fit.
Hey, like, it's my body.
And I've gotten on charter buses at 5 a.m. to march for that right in our nation's capital.
Then, like, so what?
It's just that I don't get it.
You're not supposed to.
I know. That's how generations identify themselves. Like nations, like races. They define themselves. Well, thank God, at least we're not like them.
Hey, I'm no racist man.
And I'm no man, babe. I mean, what you mostly make me feel is old.
So?
When I was a kid, I wanted so badly to be older so I could be cool. Now I'm too old to be cool. What happened? When was my coolest?
Hey man, cool happens, like when you're too busy happening to notice.
I guess I always tried too hard.
One thing's for sure, man. It's too late now.
Well, thank you, Norma. It's nice to be sure. You, on the other hand, are right there in the groove.
The what?
Razor-shaved head with tuft of green, eloquently singed with coal-black, swamps of torn black athletic ensemble atop a formidable camouflage combat boot. The pallor and stony gaze of a midWestern wild child raised in a farmhouse cellar. 17
18.
Pierced body parts? Oh, where? No? Don't tell me. If it interferes with reproduction or any other bodily function, I don't want to hear about it.
What's this big, like, bug up your butt, Grace? You like worse than two mothers.
I'm sorry, Norma. It's not you. It's just that our rebellion, our protest, was about getting away from all the fake stuff, especially for women. We stopped dyeing and teasing and ironing our hair. Hell, we stopped cutting our hair. We didn't wear makeup or bras. We stopped shaving for a while. I wore the same pair of corduroys nonstop for 6 months once.
Cool. You still got 'em?
The point is, Norma, we thought we had liberated ourselves from fashion.
Well, That was pretty cool.
But it turned out to be a fashion.
No, man, come on. It was a revolution. I grew up hearing about it, wishing we had a real war to fight against. It was like the good old days. But we couldn't be you. You, used it up already. Everybody needs their own revolution, man.
Yeah, but ours was absorbed by the media. First they scheduled it, then it got preempted, and then they switched to another channel.
You mean?
Exactly. Disco.
Oh, shit, man.
Big hair, teetery heels, lethal nails, dresses that looked like sausage casings with balloons for sleeves. It was all for nothing.
Oh, yeah, man. I got pictures of my mom like that.
Your mother? Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah. Her and that guy before her second husband. I remember watching her get ready for dates. I had these way cool pajamas, man, with, feet. I wonder if they still make those.
Doc Martin meets Dr. Denton. I think you're on to something there, Norma.
Do you think they make them in black, like in my size?
If you can get your friends together and order enough of them. Come to think of it, you could start a little wholesale business right here on the kitchen dining envelope stuffing table.
Business? No way, man.
You could call it Dr. Dread Denton's. Oh, come on, Norma. You can see the glamour, the excitement of busting your butt 12 to 14 hours a day for a 15% profit margin, 55% of which will be appropriated by the federal, state, and local governments. Why would you want to be an NYU film student on scholarship with an alternative like that?
You're depressing the shit out of me, Grace.
Don't thank me, Norma. That's what roommates are for. Oh, God. Only 17 more boxes of envelopes to do before I can meet my minimum daily requirements.
Sounds like a chewable vitamins. Man, Grace, this is some soul-destroying stuff here.
I've got 3 requirements for a job, Norma. It's got to be indoors, sitting down, and have nothing to do with the general public. Granted, the general public are the witless recipients of these little bundle of bullshit, but they can't come find me to complain about it.
But this is so, cynical, man. Don't you care about the world? Each one of these babies is like a branch off a tree in the rainforest, and you are responsible, man.
No, it's not that easy. See that little recycling symbol? This junk has been thrown away before.
But this mind-melting crap, man, preying on the pathetic, get-rich-quick delusions of, a television lobotomized, crumbling middle class. How can you, be a conscienceless cog in the machine of their exploitation?
Hey, man. The flyer on the mailbox said $500 a week. I'm trying to save up for
A what, Grace? A down payment on a closet on the Upper East Side? So you can go back to your roots, back to your own kind?
a car.
Whoa, man, another black guy for the ozone. What do you want a car in the city for?
I don't. I want out. Norma, I don't know where to or how, but I've got to get out of here. I don't think I can take much more of this. Things have got to be better someplace else.
Name one. Grace, you were almost right about that cellar. You think things would be better out west because you haven't been there.
It's got to be better than New York.
You know the best thing about New York? At least here, everybody gets to choose what kind of weird to be. In the Midwest, you're kind of stuck with, the weird you are.
That's very comforting, Norma, but I don't seem to fit in anywhere.
Then this is right where you belong.
Are you expecting somebody?
My friends aren't people you can expect. Who is it?
Mr. Milo from Interstate Enterprises, Inc. Does Grace McMoon live there?
Oh, shit. They're not supposed to pick up till Friday.
Come back Friday, man.
Norma?
No, I'm not here for a pickup. I'd just like to talk to Miss McMoon about her employment options with Interstate.
What the wadzoo does that mean?
Better let him in, Norma. But would you mind hanging around? These things always seem to get out of hand.
Not the way I heard it, man. That's one reason for the physical outrage aesthetic, man.
The what?
Nose rings, man. Tattoos. Keeps the old creeps at the distance.
Now that makes sense.
Miss McMoon?
Yes.
I'm Jack Mahloff of Interstate Enterprises. It's our policy to check on new employees and make sure that their home workplace meets state and federal standards for heat, light, and fresh air.
That's very good of you, Mr. Malloff. Mr. Malloff, this is my roommate, Norma Bates.
Pleased to meet you, Norma. You can call me Jack.
Jack.
So, how are you settling into the routine, Miss McMoon?
Oh, it's easy enough when you put your mind to it. It can be a little distracting working at home at first. For some reason, the only time I feel like doing housework is when I have something more important to do. It's as if I need physical clarity.
Yes, well, that's very interesting, Grace. May I call you Grace?
Well, I suppose.
We at Interstate have found that some of our most suitable employees are most productive, not merely sticking labels and licking envelopes, Grace, but working their way up within the system. Now, from your application, your experience and contacts in the corporate world, we thought that you were a natural candidate for our Prime Movers program.
Contacts.
The basis of Interstate Enterprises has always been a profit-sharing framework within a hierarchical structure. Now, our sweepstakes mailing list opens the door to a vast potential clientele. Those little reply cards, those names, addresses, and phone numbers are wealth, Grace. A wealth of potential subscribers, investors, employees, and yes, I can say it now, believers. These are people with faith, Grace, and you can help them to a better life.
I'm sorry. Is this a religious organization?
No, not in any way. It's open to every American, regardless of race, creed, gender, or immigration status. We don't promise them a better life in the hereafter. We give them the chance to work for it in the here and now.
Oh, man.
Excuse me, Mr. Malloff, could you cut the crap? I mean that in the nicest possible way.
Oh, certainly, Grace. You are, I can see, a woman of big business cut down to size by hard times. You've responded to our grassroots campaign to earn big money at home in your spare time. And if you, with your financial savvy, can see the merits of our system, how much more effective you could be in introducing others to it.
Oh, sorry, Jack. Putting up flyers doesn't meet my employment criteria.
Oh, well, of course not. We leave that sort of work to the deserving but unpresentable, like your little friend here.
See, Grace? Like it really works.
Okay, Mr. Malloff. Besides insulting people in their homes, how does your system work?
It's very simply, Grace. You convince clients of the beauty and profitability of our products. You get a commission on what they buy from you, and if they in turn register to sell the products, you get a percentage of their commission. Their clients become partners, you get a percentage of their percentage, and so on. Within 5 years, you could retire to a tax-free shelter in the Bahamas.
And you, having recruited me, get a percentage of all that.
Well, a healthy donor never misses a pint when the circulation's good.
Blood, man. Nice image.
And what exactly is the product? Surely not dream vacations for two and $50,000 in cash. You can't sell people a sweepstakes every day.
Now, we have an extensive range of health, home, and beauty products, a moderate array of which you would need to purchase at cost as samples for a starter kit, plus our beautifully illustrated complete catalog on which a nominal deposit is...
One way.
For a nominal investment, your return is unlimited. Depending, of course, on your get-up-and-go and the capacity for good old-fashioned hard work.
Oh, well, I guess a little hard work never killed anybody.
Get up and go is right, man. Like, get out of my house.
Norma, come on. I know he's a little weird, but you said so
I
yourself.
didn't come all the way to New York to have, this crap chase me down all over again.
Miss McMoon, your little friend here seems upset. Perhaps you and I might make an appointment at our offices.
Out, you bastard, and take your damn envelopes with you, you filthy, lying bloodsuckers. Get out of my house.
Norma, that's my job.
Really, Miss McMoon, we find that a calm home environment is vital to
You turned my
productivity.
family into a bunch of slogan-babbling zombies. They kicked me out of my own house just 'cause I could see through your brainwashing psycho techniques. You drove my poor old granddad clean out of his mind. I want you out of here by the time I count 3. Then I'm gonna yell rape and kick the crap out of you.
Norma, can we talk about this more?
I'm afraid that your ability to function as an employee of Interstate Enterprises would clearly be hampered by remaining at this address.
Damn straight, you bastard. That goes double for me, too.
Now, perhaps we should discuss this another time. My
Please,
card...
I'm sure we could come to some understanding.
Understand this, 3. It's facial reconstruction time. Doc Martens, you're wanted in surgery. Oh!
You are missing out on a golden opportunity!
Norma, are you all right?
Ouch, ouch, ouch. I think I broke my damn toe.
Well, you and Doc Martin certainly dented the damn door. Here, let's get that boot off and survey the damage.
Ouch. Man, that hurts like... Ouch.
Sorry, can you wiggle it?
Ouch, ouch,
No, it's not
ouch.
broken.
Grace,
Yes, oh, Amazon Queen.
I had to do it.
That was very clear.
I'm like, sorry you lost your job, even if it was a lying piece of crap.
Norma, man. No job could be worth a roommate like you.
How do you mean that? Like, exactly?
Like in the nicest possible way. Here, put your foot up. Would you like some tea?
I could tell you stories that would shave your head. They get you so twisted up you don't even know which
Take
way.
your time, hon. I have a feeling this is the beginning of our new family. Casper, come on out, kitty. It's all over now.
Night ends, the sky turns gray. No sleep, face another day. The day will come and hearts will break. But that was just your first mistake. That was your first mistake. Tears dry and time will pass. Think of me, but don't forget the laughs. The day will come, your heart won't ache. See, that was just your first mistake. Live your life upside down. Work all night, make love all day through. Live hard, love fast. You can't stop the past from catching up with you. Time's up, the sun will rise. Look at me with open eyes. The day has come. Hearts break, but that was just your first mistake. That was your first mistake. That was your very first. That was your very first mistake.
See No Evil Radio Theater has brought you Grace Under Pressure, starring Alice King as Grace, Blanca Franck as Norma, and Tom Bozell as Jack. Be sure to tune in next week for episode 6, Sweatshop Equity, when we will hear Grace say,
Lo siento. ¿Dónde está la cámara de los señores? No me siento muy bien.
Take off all your clothes and feed the cat. He said, there's no hurry, where's my hat? Wake up to the realization that you're alone. And so goes a story that's told so often. I wonder who picked up after the orgies in Rome. Ain't it great when the guests go home? No, I'm not lonesome. Great. When the guests go home, you must be joking. Great when the guests go home.